Welcome to another episode on our channel. Today, we're going to be opening up Bucky from the Falcon and the Winter Soldier that came out in 2021. Haven't been able to find the Falcon for a really good deal yet, but I was able to find Bucky. I never got Bucky before because with the long hair, his appearance didn't actually appeal to me. Once they cut his hair, he looks like a different guy. And I decided to get him. So, as typical, I'm going to open this box up, the shipping box from the bottom, but I'm not going to bore you with that. But the box is actually in really great shape. It's in impeccable condition. I'd be surprised if the art box was messed up. We'll find out though. We are back, and let's open this up. It comes with a plastic liner on the outside of the box, which is exactly what it should have. I was really shocked the other day when I got a statue and the plastic liner was on the inside of the art box around the foam container. That didn't make any sense to me. All right. And then we'll take a look at the box, see how it looks. Throw that down there. All right. Put it softly. All right, so the box looks to be in really good shape. I was half expecting that. These dots here are actually part of the design, so it's not like it's stained or anything. The back of the box looks great. Oh my gosh, this is like the best box I've ever gotten. Truly, the best box I've ever gotten. And I'm not surprised because the shipping box was in perfect shape. Okay, so this does slip off. So I normally open it up from the bottom. And I will get the tape off later. But I figure if I'm going to do any damage, let it be to the bottom of the box, not the top of the box that's visible to everyone. Definitely not displayed. You could tell by the shipping box. It had never been opened. And the box is in perfect condition. Everything is wrapped on the inside. The instructions are taped where they need to be here. So and here he is. Yep, that looks like him. Very nice. All right. Yeah, so these are taped up. All right, good. All right, let's see what we have inside. So we have 2 pairs of hands. He comes with relaxed hands on him. You'll see that better when we take the plastic off in a bit. So he has, oh, that's interesting. Okay. Okay, because I'm trying to figure this out. Oh, there we go. More hands than I thought. I was going to say, this looks like it's only for the left hand, which it is. He's got one completely fisted hand. So there's no opening in it. It's just a closed fist. Then this one's slightly open so you can put something in it. This one is like a trigger finger hand. So it looks like that. And this one is more of an open hand look to it. Okay. So that's for his left hand. And then we have a set of hands for the right hand. So he comes with a ton of hands, I guess. So for this one, we have the same, basically the same configuration, except it's for the right hand. A completely closed fist, one that's partially open here. See it there. One that is kind of like a trigger finger, kind of open hand, and then one that is fingers spread out, very open. All right. So this is for his, actually this is for his right hand. The ones with fingerless gloves. And these hands are for his left hand. So he's got four for each hand. In addition to the relaxed hands already on his body. Okay. Now we have a stand. Okay, so it says the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So it's not too clashy with colors. That's kind of nice. I really, when you have tons of colors here, it just, to me, it competes with the figure. So I kind of like this a little more muted. Let's see if we can get this in here. Okay, I haven't broken anything. It may have sounded like it, but I'm not. This is one of those where you just kind of slowly but surely get it down. Yeah. It's on there now. That's good. What else do we have? Okay, so we have an assault weapon, it looks like. Wow, this is big. With a stand. So you can set it up. Let me move it back. Get the stand out of the way. Move it back. You can set it up like that if you want. It looks like this probably pulls out, which it does. Let's see if it goes back in nicely. That's good. This is on there kind of loose. I don't know if anything turns. He has a scope. And I don't see anything that moves. I want to be gentle because I don't want to break anything. It's always an issue with these things. This might move back. Okay, so it's spring loaded. So the bolt does come back. I can hear the spring in there. Okay. And he has a magazine. Okay. Does it go in this way? I've never seen, actually, let me pause for a second. I just need to figure this thing out. Let me see what else is on here. Or in here. There's a knife. Okay. So he does have a knife. So we'll pause. I'll figure this out. And we'll get him set up as well. We'll pause. So apparently this is a squad automatic weapon known as SAW. It has a bipod, so you can set it up to stand on its own. The problem with this thing, though, is when you try to put it back, it just won't snap into place. It's very loose. There is a little square there where the bipod comes together and juts out. There's a little square thing there. And there is a recessed cavity where it's supposed to fall into place, but it misses it. This is too short. It doesn't go up high enough to fit into that recessed opening. That's frustrating. There is a handle. This is very loose, though. I wouldn't move it around very much, but there's a handle that if you turn it up, supposedly you can carry the weapon with this handle, but it's very loose. You mess around with that too much, you're going to lose it, is my 2 cents worth. So just keep it pushed in and down. This has a folding stock, so it comes out this far as is, but if you want to pull it out even more, turn it, you've got more of an extension here. There's a little wire piece here that can hang down, or I'm not even sure what this does. I don't know. Anyway, but that can come out if you want more length in terms of the stock. This thing comes up in case you want to change out the barrel, but there's no extra barrel in the box, so I'm not sure why they even have that. This bolt does come back. There's a little spring there, so you have a little spring motion that's possible. That's kind of cool. There is a scope. That's kind of cool. The magazine confused me greatly. If I put this against my neck, maybe you'll see a little rectangular spot right here where my finger is. And I thought that's where that magazine goes, right in there. And it can kind of fit in there, but that's not where it goes. There's a spot underneath it that flips up and reveals a rectangular recessed cavity that you can then slip the magazine in very nicely. You know it's designed to go into that piece there. He did come with a knife as well, but there is no sheath that we could find, so I guess that just goes in his belt. And I didn't notice at the time, but there was some extra wrist connectors. That's always nice in case something breaks. So we'll pause now and we'll get him front and center and try to strike a pose. We are back and Bucky looks so much better with a haircut. Perfect. Anyway, we already talked about the saw, the knife you can put in the belt. There is no sheath. The thing that frustrated me the most about this figure was this arm here. It looked like it had a joint. And I tried to move it, tried to bend the arm, and I could not make it budge. And I'm going like, well, I don't want to break this. If it's not supposed to move, maybe it's a prosthetic and it's not supposed to move. That kind of ran through my head, and then I started looking on the internet, and a lot of people have had this problem where it's just very difficult to move, and people have suggested using a hairdryer to warm this up to get it to move. Well, I don't have that kind of patience, so I put it in hot water, and yes, now it moves. It's still hard to move it, but as time goes on, I'm sure it'll get easier to move. But yes, that is supposed to move. You just have to work at it. So, yeah. So, yeah, he looks pretty darn good. Again, with the haircut and everything. We'll get him on, I'll take a break, get him on a turn tray and see him from different angles. And then we'll get some close-ups of his face. We tried to film this so many times that I don't know what I said and what I didn't. But he does have extra wrist connectors. One is skin tone color for his good arm, and one is black for his prosthetic arm. That's always nice. All right, so let's kind of do a go around here. You can see he's got just a wonderful form-fitting jacket on him. I love the color. There's his prosthetic arm, very visible. The boots are kind of cool. I always like the boots that are separate from the shoe. It just rests over the shoe. That just gives it a cool look, like gaiters from days of old. There's a saw coming into view. Again, the boots look cool, the pants. The color coordination is great. And there's the knife that we put in the belt. And of course, he's holding the saw. It was a relief to understand that this arm could actually bend. Oof. Okay, so we'll pause now and get some tighter close-ups. And I'll just show you some profile shots with that one. Here we go, and we'll just get some profile shots. We'll go this way so you can see his face and his prosthetic arm. And then we'll go the other way. A haircut can do wonders for a lot of people. And he looks good there. I think this is where we started. So we'll pause now and get a very tight close-up of his face. He's looking very regal here. This is a very nice close-up of the details of his face. Here's one last look at our figure. I hope you've liked what you've seen. If you have, consider giving us a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. In the meantime, everyone, please have a great day.